if the game's on the line, you need a big play, he'll make that play for you.
Check it. Yeah, low fish. I say, Lord, be my savior when it comes to getting this paper. Please protect me from my haters. Just say me and I won't save us. Say amen. Amen, amen, amen. That boys and they can't win. Check. Going up. Win it, we gonna. Going up. Did it like my persona. Going up. Living up was honest. We was the drug them hardest. Now we pull up in the furnace. Glow up. Walking. Show up. Hold up. Glow up. Boy, don't touch. We glow up. Yeah. I'm laughing to the bank. All new blue Benny Franks. Pulled up on him in the tank. Yeah. That guy just a rap guy. I'm so mad like he ain't. Let me back. I gave me until I was going on Miami. They all cornballs. They can't stand me. I finesse. All them. I hear. Get a plan. Postcode at my whoa. Low. Got screen on yo. She post up a MCM and we like that JoJo. When we out and we see him, he always ask for photo. I say, Lord, be my savior when it comes to getting this paper. Please protect me from my haters. Just say me and I won't save us. Say amen. Yeah. That boys and they can't win. Check. Going up. Win it, we gonna. Going up. Did it like my persona. Going up. Living up was honest. We was the drug them hardest. Now we pull up in the furnace. Glow up. Walking. Show up. Hold up. Glow up. Boy, don't touch. We glow up. She lucky. Cause she 5 mil cash in Tucky. I walk up in demons, spend 10K just like it's nothing. I hang with the demons, they don't play by me, we cut. I was coolin', Atlanta, mixed with the Fanta. All them, I got Santa, I go monkey, all that.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Anticipation is mounting for today's game, and we've got two quarterbacks looking to make
it is trash, really. I really don't like it right now.
Going up against Rodgers, Packers.
We are at the oldest continually operating stadium in the NFL.
No.
Look inside Lambeau Field in
I fixed
Green
that.
Bay,
I know what that is. I know what I did.
No team means more to a city than the Packers to
It's
Green
too wide
Bay.
open.
And this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel.
I think there's too many big plays.
As they get set to match up with the Buffalo Bills.
It's like almost just return the opening play for the touchdown and the kick return. Like, I don't know, it's just like it's too easy.
Opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
The first carry here for Ty Montgomery.
First run, like usual, touchdown. Like, it's just crazy. Like, I don't get it.
Montgomery, 52 yards. And the Packers have taken the early lead. And they're in on the first play from scrimmage. Our crew and you
Next game, I gotta
strap
try
in.
on Madden. This is just too easy right now.
As quick strike. Points on the board. This could be a fun game.
Crosby on now to kick it away. Here's Walter Powell on the return.
Ben, you don't understand what I'm saying about that?
On the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard
Like, it's just,
line.
I don't care about wins or losses. It's just the game seems too easy. Like, it seems like everything's there.
Here's the first carry from LaShawn McCoy. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
second down. It's McCoy. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
When you think of Mike Daniels, you think of strength. Hard to knock off the football, but surprising quickness and ability to move and evade people. How about that play there?
Well, he can squat 600 pounds, so that's how he caught people's attention coming into the league, and he caught our attention right there.
Here we go. 38.
3rd and 2, now Taylor. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down.
As you and I know from visiting a lot of camps, no one practices this type of a start, do they?
Especially not on the road. You give up the touchdown on the opening drive. Now there's likely a 3-and-out on your first possession.
Yeah, you throw that incompletion there. You hate to fall into a hole early, especially on the road. Got to be careful.
12 yards on the return that time. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10.
It's like, this is the best way I can explain it. There's too much space. I'm not so, okay, I'm not, never mind.
To Montgomery to begin the drive. Tough running, but not a lot to show for it. They stop him shy of the 25. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
He finds Randall Cobb with a completion.
I just had another 50-yard run.
Green Bay first.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
10 yards still left on 2nd down. Throwing now is Rodgers. And over the middle to the tight end, Bennett. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. To throw, it's Rodgers. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Reggie Ragland. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
The intended receiver was Corey Brown, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Now the defense definitely showing blitz here. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So they jumped on the left side of that line.
And you know when you're at the end spot, you are like in the starting blocks, waiting for the pistol to fire and go, and he jumped a little bit too early.
After the penalty, it's McCoy. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. From the shotgun, it's Taylor. And he'll check this one down to McCoy. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 10 more there and another first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. Here's Taylor. He'll set up the screen to McCoy. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
And let's see 6 defensive backs out there. They're in the dime here on 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, it's Taylor. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Andre Holmes from 8 yards out. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Packers in possession of the football. They've got a 2nd and 9 to start things out. 9 yards still remaining here to pick up the first on 2nd down. On 2nd down, Montgomery. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. And defensively, a dime look here. 6 DBs on 3rd and 12.
No surprise at all.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. It's caught. Nelson. Jordy Nelson all by himself. Touchdown.
Another big play.
Jordy Nelson, 76 yards. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. As a former DB You might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
On the return, it's Brandon Tate. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And here come the Bills. They'll start the drive with a carry by McCoy. And nice yardage right off the bat here as he's up to about the 24-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Now Taylor to throw on second down. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 on that one, and a Bills first down. They go play action here on first down. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete. Jordan Matthews, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up second down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Taylor running the option left. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. That time a pickup of 24 yards on the keeper. First down. You know Taylor has that in his arsenal. Ran for 580 yards last year, #1 amongst quarterbacks.
Yeah, he doesn't just run around. He runs with a purpose. That's why he's able to gain good yardage when he takes off.
Those 580 yards, by the way, broke the franchise record for quarterback rushing yards set by Tyrod Taylor the year earlier. Now a first down carry here for McCoy. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. From the gun, it's Taylor. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Clay Matthews not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. 3rd and long. Taylor and company hoping to regroup after the sack. Now Taylor. From the gun, he'll throw. He gets it complete to Anquan Bolden. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. They get a big amount back, 18 yards, but they'll still look at a 4th down now. And Hauschka's kick is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So it goes down as an 8-play drive, and they cap it with the field goal.
Yeah, they were able to pick up a few first downs along the way, but they couldn't keep the momentum going all the way into the end zone.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Packers get set to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And now we're circling here around the 2-minute warning.
This is a setup play, trying to get one last one in before the clock warning.
Now a play fake here on first down. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. A great read, and it's picked off. And the return will stop
horrible
right around
pass,
the 25.
bro. Horrible decision.
So a minute 56 to play in this first half. We're back to Lambeau following these words. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit.
Here we go.
A fake to McCoy. Now it's Taylor. Going to drop this off to McCoy. Complete. Open space inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. LaShawn McCoy, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Bills are in for 6. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
On third down, they go Montgomery. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Big boys down there in the trenches, and a nice play to stop them cold. Nothing there.
Yeah, when you talk about big boys, you're talking about those defensive tackles, those nose tackles. They're not just big, they're immense, and what a big-time play there.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Yeah, but you're playing on Madden right now, Dogtown, right?
Before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 17 on that one, and a Bills 1st down.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? You're able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Yeah, but why do you like all Madden better than on the Master?
Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them. And not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
I just feel there's a lot of big plays right now.
The Bills on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. To throw again is Taylor. Airs this out for Matthews. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
The way he's been slinging it in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that 3rd, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be.
I'm talking about my 2 touchdowns have been 50-plus yard plays. And plus I had a 50-yard kick return to start the game.
Possession will change here with very little time remaining until halftime.
No, I'm trying different things now to see like what it is.
A play fake to Montgomery. Now Rodgers. In the middle of the field, he's got Nelson. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49.
We're going to get on the franchise.
And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. A final shot before half for Rodgers. Forced out to his left. Lets it fly deep for Cobb. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Tre'Davious White with a pick.
That was actually a good Hail Mary right there,
down,
man.
2 remain.
I wish it was Jordan
Charles
instead of
and I
Cobb.
return after the break. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3.
Well, like I said, I've seen, and I've even turned my rush. I've even turned my rush to aggressive. I've even turned my rush to aggressive, and I haven't seen much of a pass rush get there when I'm blitzing. So therefore, everything's wide open on both sides.
Get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29. Just
I don't know. Maybe it's just me because I'm seeing I stopped Hero from running the ball. I'm stopping Takeout pretty well. Maybe, like I said, my runs are just popping. They're picking bad defenses. I don't know. It's just parts of it just seems a little. And I'm not winning. I'm not losing. I'm just it just feels wide open. I don't know. That's the only way I can describe it.
They'll go again to McCoy. And he'll be brought down shy of 40 at the
but the run, but
the,
no. I'm talking about I'm not just talking about this game, but I'm talking about like all of the big plays, like the 70-yard run, the 50-yard, the pass to Jordy that goes for a broken tackle and goes for 30.
At this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. Taylor going to run the option right. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. And they're definitely showing blitz here. Now they'll throw with Taylor. Packer pressure, and down he goes.
And as I say that, the pressure gets there. As I say that, the pressure gets there.
Suddenly, he was there.
I don't know. Like I said, there's moments that I feel that it is, and then there's moments when it's slowed down. I don't know. I'm not against it.
3rd and long. Taylor and company hoping to regroup after the sack.
I'm trying different things though to see like what's happening. The different blitzes.
Operating from the gun. He's going to loft one deep left side here. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. And it's Clinton Dix with a pick. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
I'm just picking blitzes. I'm not even paying attention to what it is. I swear to you.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. This is Cobb with a catch right side. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. 23 yards on the play. On first down, Rodgers. Caught by Cobb. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Second down now after the pass completion. Rodgers going to give this one to Montgomery. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be third down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. The Packers on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run it until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
So they don't get a touchdown here on this opening drive in the third quarter, but I think you still say mission accomplished as they come away from it with the lead.
Absolutely. You've got to apply the pressure here, make the other guys play catch-up for a while, and now you just hope your defense can step up and protect the lead.
No, because I was trying to see. No, it's still up there. Like, I haven't changed it from there. I'm trying to see, like, what the adjustment does. Like, the adjustment's still there. Like, I haven't even honestly, I haven't even looked at rosters or anything. I'm just getting in and playing the game, like, blind. Like, I'll get into all that on Monday. I'm just trying to get.
They'll start on the ground with McCoy. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
On second down, here's Taylor. And that is
my question is, why is it popping up where the mic is on defense? Like, I don't want to know that. No, like, it's automatically IDing the mic.
They took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
The Bills on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with McCoy. And he's taken down.
When I'm on offense, it pops up with the M or whatever.
Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Yeah, I haven't changed anything with taking the little symbols off. I don't even like the same aggressive and shit.
Yeah, I'd say you should have a few men in the box.
Like I said, I'm not trying to waste any of my time. I'm just trying to straight play games and get them over with.
And they'll keep on the ground with McCoy. And he'll get this across midfield to the 48. A nice run there.
The last, I think I picked the next to last one. I didn't know which one I should pick.
Some runs are blocked so well.
So it didn't turn everything on.
Someone has to carry the ball.
Yeah, it didn't turn everything on. I need to turn everything on.
By the offensive line to create space up front. Really well done.
Second down.
Yeah, because the cone's still up there, and that shit's fucking me up too.
From the gun, Taylor. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed, as that's going to move the chains. And the D looking like they may blitz.
Like, why does it say perfect every time I switch players? What the fuck is that shit? Like, this shit's like fucking with me, man. You know what I'm saying?
Great change up there on the route and got that inside release, made it a successful
after this game.
The first thing you want to do is have him thinking that you're going outside, make a move in that direction. Then you really don't run the route against the whole body of the defender. You run against a half of
I'm not trying though. Like I just can't get my timing down. It's completely off though. Like I don't even have it to where like if I can time it, I can use it. It's completely off. I'm not using it.
It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the fourth quarter of play.
Nah, it's completely off. It's because it still works, but it's a timing based thing. I don't even have it on at all. I just want to straight do it myself. That's a 105.
They go play action now, Taylor. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Kenny Clark.
No, you don't. It's a playmaker. Okay,
but okay. Down for a loss of 7. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
3rd and long. Taylor and company hoping to regroup after the sack.
See what?
Operating from the gun. Taylor dancing to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Taylor able to use those legs of his to pick up a first.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
And the 8th play on this drive coming up. They'll run it now out of the gun. Finding room to the 20. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. LaShawn McCoy, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bills have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter.
Well, we've seen some lead changes, and it certainly appeared that one of these...
Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you're trying to throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
Set to return. This is Jeff Janis.
I've only played 4 games.
Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board.
See, I haven't set my depth chart. I haven't looked at anything.
See the field goal kicker trot on
I know Kevin King's going to start when I'm in the league.
They'll be going for 6. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. Over the middle, complete. It's Nelson.
Yeah, like it's perfect everything. Is I hate it. Oh my God.
And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
And I like the Mike and Will runs, where it actually tells you what they're.
First down. Here's the run with Montgomery. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And ready now for 2nd and 9. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And,
what? That was so stupid. That was so stupid. That was so stupid. I know, that was so stupid. That was so stupid. That was so stupid. That was horrible. That was awful. That was awful. Like, I'm awful.
And the offense here just looking to stay in bounds, complete the short passes, and put this game on ice.
And then the dude just, like, stopped running. I was like, okay, I'll just run past him. And he just started running. Like, there was way too much time.
About the 46. A gain of 3, second down.
That gives him 98 yards in this game, and he's got to feel pretty
if I get
good
the ball
about
back,
that,
I'm
but the
gonna
entire
win.
offense does.
Damn, man.
The big thing, though, Brent, they've got to get to 100, though.
You think he knows he's at 98?
I think someone has told him by now, and here's the thing. Getting to 100 or more is tangible evidence that you've had a nice day running the football, and that's what his offensive line wants for him.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed.
Because Tyrod Taylor cannot throw in this game.
Picked off by Devon House. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field.
Let me see if I can redeem my stupidity. Huh? I don't know.
And, of course, the quarterback in this situation, he's realizing time is becoming a factor. Let's see if they can get some points on the board here late. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow.
Yeah, that was crazy.
You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage.
I thought he was going to get him on the cut in.
But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. And they take him down. The Bills get to him.
I am complete trash.
Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Being chased out left. He's got his target. It's Cobb. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
That was a perfect handoff. Like, what the fuck is this perfect bullshit?
As he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush
I think
right
it's so
now,
funny seeing Ty Montgomery out there, though.
Tempo a bit.
Just seeing the 88.
Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And this time the yards won't come so easy as
Yeah, I just
they'll in
wanted to
fact
see.
tackle
That's
him
interesting
behind the
to compare.
line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Short gain, last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely, this defense, they're saying go right ahead with those.
My.
3rd and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd
Watching
down
my
plays
awful gameplay.
went in the wrong direction. Back to throw.
Why is he throwing it?
Pressure there as it's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. The interception woes,
It's my
they
fault
just
for
continue
blowing.
to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Calling a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Six yards to go here on 2nd down. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. Again, it's McCoy. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It's a gain of 6, and that ought to just about do it.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And this one incomplete. And all that remains is 13 seconds. The Bills on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now Taylor, eluding the pressure right. He's going deep for Brown. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the 2nd quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
So on 4th
I lost.
down,
I played like ass.
the kicker in
I
a big
suck.
spot here.
I'm awful.
From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that'll push the lead up to 8. So, Charles, I think from a defensive perspective, you have to look at that field goal there and consider it a win.
You were able to keep him within a touchdown, so no question about it. That was the kind of stand that keeps you in ball games.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll put it out to the 25. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They have time here, partner, for just one final heave.
And I have to look at from the defense's perspective here. We know what they're going to do on offense. The Hail Mary, try and get guys down there and throw it in the end zone, tip it around and catch it. You've got to have guys back there to defend that, but also you can't allow the quarterback as much time as he wants to set up and throw it.